thought he deserved. So they traded him to the Lions for a 4th and a 5th. If any team knows what to do with a 4th and 5th round draft pick, it's Ozzie Newsome and the boys in Baltimore. And as far as the Detroit Lions are concerned, well, their guy got away. He's in Miami now, Ndamukong Suh. He's going to be playing with the Dolphins. So they needed someone to, if not take his place, because I don't think Haloti Ngata is the same type of player, but he is still a disruptive force in the middle of any defensive line. And if they could re-sign Nick Fairley, they'll still have a very, very competitive 1-2 punch at the defensive tackle to take on guys like not Matthew Stafford, like Jay Cutler and guys like Aaron Rodgers and the young kid Teddy Bridgewater in Minnesota, all the quarterbacks that are in their division. So for what it's worth, I understand that trade, and for what they're giving up, a 4th and a 5th, a team that feels as though they're on the cusp, go for it. Let's go. Let's run it. Because
what? The other thing is, when you talk about a guy like Haloti Ngata, you're talking about a guy that brings, and I don't know how you feel about it, veteran presence.
Oh, don't say it. I need a veteran presence bell every time that word comes up. I know.
But but seriously, I think he comes in and he's going to give you something. Age definitely plays a difference.
But he's a hell of a player. He's still a hell of a player. He faced a little drug suspension last year, which it's the NFL, so no one cares. Dudes leave on drug suspension and come back, and no one mentions anything. It just happened. Like, Haloti Ngata's been gone for 4 games. Yeah, he was on drugs. He got busted for dope. All right, let's see how he plays today. That's it.
We're glad he's back.
Right.
Yeah.
No one says anything. Oh, the NFL and they're just filthy. They're like, it's like sports heroin. It's like, as long as it gets you high, no one cares what's in it. It's just like, I don't care, whatever. Mix it with whatever you want to. Is it going to kill me? No, but damn near, good. Give me more. Like, the closer I get to death with this, bet. That's right. The dope fiend mentality. One last trade that I don't know if it's actually gone through yet, but at the last I checked, it was pending. Nick Foles to the Rams. And the reason I left this one last because it's very, very, very intricate to me. To the Rams for Sam Bradford. And people are saying, what the hell is Chip Kelly doing? Sam Bradford, that's Mr. Glass. He can't stay healthy. He can't. But the other thing that they're supposedly getting back is I'm wrong. They're going to get back, I think, a draft pick with it, too. That's why I put pending on my notes, because the details that came out earlier was that there was going to be a draft pick involved in this Nick Foles Sam Bradford trade. Now, well, first of all, I'm gonna let Rob go ahead. You said yes a few seconds ago, so what was the yes about?
The trade, because again, if you've been listening to the podcast, I've been questioning, Chip Kelly's decision making, all of last week, and here's the situation where you bring in Sam Bradford, who, in my opinion, well, it's not even my opinion, it's proof. This dude is underperformed, underachieved in every way imaginable to be the number 1 overall draft pick when he was.
Well, I know he's played well when he's been on the field, but he can't stay on the field.
But he's been injured. Now, I don't know because Nick Foles has been solid for the Eagles. I just don't know if that's a gamble to me. In my opinion, that's a gamble to bring in a guy like that you're not sure if he's going to be on the field. You re-sign Mark Sanchez as backup, but I just don't get it. And hopefully it works out for him, because of course the other news that came out regarding Philly was that Frank Gore decided that he wasn't going to sign with Philly.
Right.
So hopefully Chip Kelly is able to pull this thing off, and it works out for him, because I remember when Spurrier was in the NFL, and I know Bradford's not a Oregon guy, but it goes back to what I was saying last week. Spurrier was, bringing in Florida guys left and right when he was coaching in the NFL, and it didn't work. And I'm just
that too because Steve Spurrier thought he could run like triple reverses against NFL speed, and he thought he could do something with Danny Werfel. So if one of those Florida guys is named Danny Werfel, I don't care who you are as the head coach, it's not going to work. at all. Ever. This is the Sports Kings podcast via Spreaker.com. Send us a message, man. Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, Sports Kings Live, and even on the email, Sports Kings Live now, not Sports Kings ATL any longer, sportskingslive@gmail.com. Go ahead, brother.
No, and I'm just, for everything that Chip Kelly has accomplished on the collegiate level, just like these other coaches that we've seen, and Jimmy Johnson and Spurrier and Saban, and even, I hate to even throw Bobby Petrino in, but, we've seen these great college coaches come into the NFL and try to do it their way, and it just doesn't work.
But let's not mistaken now. Chip Kelly, for his 2 years in Philadelphia, has had an amount of success. He was in line to win the division last year. He won the division the year before that.
But he's gotten rid of all of that offensive product. The guys that produced for him on the offensive side of the ball, they're no longer there.
Fair enough.
Started with the quarterback. You got Deshaun Jackson you let go last year.
Well,
you got Shady
started out with
you
Mike
just
Vick.
traded. And no.
Well,
And then
yeah.
Jeremy Maclin. So, I just don't know if you get rid of all of those guys and think that you're still going to have that type of success, especially in the NFC East that's ever competitive.
Yeah, and here's the thing. And I'm tired of people who played football to still be believing that Chip Kelly's offense is based on the read option. Nick Foles played quarterback for them the year before last and most of last year. Then Mark Sanchez played. The only fool who believed that was Mike Vick. You remember he was like, yeah, I invented all this. You know what happened to you when you thought it was about running around back there? Yeah, he put you on the bench and said, look, let me put this 6'4" white boy in here and show you what it's all about. Basically, the offense is simple. It's about numbers. It's about outflanking and misdirection. If you can play quarterback and if you understand concepts, you can play quarterback in his system. The dude drafted Matt Barkley, who ain't ran a 4 anything in forever. You understand what I'm saying? All this misinformation that's coming from these dudes who supposedly know the game. It's watch it. Open your eyes and look. It's not about that. This is not RG3. This is not Russell Wilson. This is not a read option offense. This offense, yes, it's run out of the spread, but the basic concept. I used to get into these arguments with my former host, Jason Goff, because he loved to call it a gimmicky offense. I was like, nah, it makes you play defense. It makes you not be an idiot on defense, see ball, get ball, because when you think you see the ball, you're not really seeing the ball. You got to read your cue. You got to be disciplined on defense. That's all it is. It forces you to be disciplined. Now, back to this trade here. Now, if this trade does involve picks, you know what else you can do with picks? You can move. You can move draft-wise. And again, the devil is in the details. This is my advice to people. If you love football and you want to be a better football fan, first of all, do more reading. First of all, than listening. If you got time, because I know people, have to go do their thing and have lives, and unlike myself, can just sit around and read and consume all this stuff. But the other thing, if you want to do it, check out Pro Football Focus, the Pro Football Talk, on television on NBC Sports. Because Mike Florio, he'll actually he'll put you in line with the devil of these details. This Nick Foles thing, or this Sam Bradford thing, they don't owe him any money until the season starts. Any money. Which means, guess what? If they want to package this dude again, and the term I heard earlier was just flip him like a house, package him again, and get some movement going on draft day, guess what'll be done? Sam Bradford will no longer be a Philadelphia Eagle. If this Marcus Mariota thing happens and he slides a little bit, sure, why not? It becomes more possible. If you got a couple of if you get a first rounder from the Rams as well as their quarterback, which gives you 2 first rounders, you got some movement in your future. If you so please.
Now what it's saying is that Philadelphia is going to receive the Rams' 2015 5th-round pick, and St. Louis is going to get a 4th-rounder this year and a conditional 2nd-rounder next year.
Say that again. Say it again for me. I need to make sure I hear this.
And this is according to Sports Illustrated, FI.com. Philadelphia will receive the Rams' 2015 5th-round pick, so that'll be the 5th-round pick in this year's draft.
All right.
St. Louis St. Louis will get Philadelphia's fourth rounder this year.
Okay.
And a second round pick, a conditional second rounder next year into the 2016 draft.
Absolutely. Now you see where I'm coming from now? Because now you got a 2016 second round pick to throw in that pot. You got 2 fourth rounders this year. If I'm not sure if I'm sorry, you said Philadelphia gets a fourth and a second, right? A fourth and a conditional second?
No, St. Louis. St.
What?
Louis gets the fourth rounder and the second rounder, yeah.
That's what I wrote down, but then I had to look at it again. Like, what? All right, scrap that.
Yeah, St. Louis got the better end of the deal.
E.N. effing Joy in Philadelphia. Yeah. Enjoy that thing in Philadelphia, my man.
And that's what I'm saying. So,
right now?
Right. So now look, this is your, if I'm mistaken, correct me, but this is your quarterback core right now if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
That's outstanding.
You have Sam Bradford.
Ooh.
You have Mark Sanchez.
The Sanchez.
And you have Barkley.
Oh, that's just a cavalcade of funny. It's like we're going from Mr. Glass to Mr. Turnover to, I don't know, a fat skinny dude. Like Matt Barkley has not a muscle tone in his body. That dude played big time college football too.
Yeah, he did.
He thought he was going to Heisman. Like, that dude was up for a preseason Heisman. God.
Yeah, he was.
Told everybody
until he got hurt. What did he do? He broke his ankle or broke his leg?
Yeah, the shoulder situation. Yeah, the shoulder situation before the combine. Before we get to all this free agency stuff, Patrick Willis decided a couple of days ago, made the announcement today that he's going to hang it up. Just a guy who felt like he mentioned it in his press conference that he gave the game all he could. He got the foot problems going on, and let's face it, he plays for the 49ers. It's like this is the Titanic, and the rats are well, I don't want to call this dude a rat. I don't want to imply that he's a rat, but everybody's jumping ship. The Titanic is sinking, and everyone is saying, you know what? Except Torrey Smith, of course. He's like, "You got some money for me? I'll be there. Don't worry, I'll show up and make my loot."
But then you even hear the rumors that they could be possibly looking at trade Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, I think somebody's blowing smoke on that because, first of all, you just signed a dude, and you got him on a real team friendly deal. Poor dude. Like, again, I say that with all, just jest because when poor people have real people problems, that ain't even a real person problem. He's still gonna be like a multi-millionaire, so that ain't even a real people problem. It's just like you get this whole like I'm a bet on myself type thing, and you tied a lot of the bets on yourself to the team's success. Like how many playoff games you play and all this kind of stuff, and how many times you go to the Super Bowl adds to the money on your contract. That should be incentives, B. That's like extra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to get paid, not like paid unless you do this or don't do this or the team doesn't do this. But whatever, good for him and good for the team. Jake Locker, wow. That's a 2011 draft pick who was set to make some money, a little bit of money, in free agency this offseason. He decided to hang him up, saying
26.
Yeah, just said his heart wasn't in it anymore, and things white people say. Yeah, things white people say.
Hey, because we ain't hanging him up.
The brother's like, I'm gonna sit down and have a long talk with my agent. Is anybody biting? Anybody? Because at the end of the day, you Jake Locker, you're going to be holding the clipboard. What do you mean? Yeah. Your heart ain't in? You're going to be holding the clipboard. No one's bringing you in to save their franchise or be their opening day starter and all that stuff. And then in the likelihood that somebody gets, hurt and you have to go in the game, you just basically, it's an OS moment. Like, dang, wasn't expecting this, but whatever. Go in there, stink it up a little bit. And hopefully during the week, they'll go sign, Tyrod Taylor or somebody to come in and play real quarterback.
God.
I don't know. Somebody who ain't got no job right now. Yeah, you can go back to holding your clipboard. Yeah. Things white people say. My heartache just. But Jake, there's a couple $1 million. There's only like $5 or $6 million, but you're a backup.
Right.
No, I'm good.
Meanwhile, Tim Tebow talking about going to the veteran combine.
Dude, I mentioned that yesterday. You're gonna make me vomit again. I almost heard on the microphone yesterday talking about it. I had to force myself to talk about it just because it was in my notes.
Hey, he wanted so bad. Oh, that Good Morning America gig just ain't enough. That SEC network gig, it's just not enough, man.
Just learn
it's
that you're bad at something, dude. You're bad at playing quarterback.